I'm Sister Sandy Schwartz of the Franciscan Sisters of Mary at historic St. Mary of Victories Church here in St. Louis. Since it was built in 1843, this ornate structure has always served as the church home for various immigrant groups. Immigrants from Germany, from Lebanon, from Hungary. It was primarily a German-speaking congregation when our founding sisters arrived in 1872. And given the sisters' German roots, it was natural for them to gravitate to it. St. Mary of Victories would be the sisters' first true home. They lived in a 3-story convent adjacent to the church. In many ways, the church doesn't look much different today. The same carved wooden communion rail our founding sisters knelt at remains in the church. The sisters sat in the 2nd-story choir loft so they wouldn't expose the congregation to diseases from the sick they cared for. That fear of contagion was real. With business booming, tenements were being built among St. Louis factories. Between the close quarters, unsanitary conditions in the tenements, and the industrial pollution from the factories, epidemics broke out. Thousands of people were sickened, and many died. The sisters ministered to the sick in their homes, sometimes spending days at a time washing, cooking, cleaning for families. To support their ministry, the sisters also walked the streets, asking for food, clothing, and money for the sick and for themselves. They carried what they collected in a basket. The sisters weren't always welcome. It was not uncommon for people to lock their doors when they saw them coming. Why? First, because some people were put off by their begging, and second, because people feared exposure to highly contagious diseases. In fact, that's how the sisters got their early nickname, the Smallpox Sisters. Despite the great sickness and poverty they encountered, the sisters were undaunted. They did what they could for the sick. They also carried a bell to warn people they were passing nearby and that they had been exposed to disease. That bell and that basket are widely recognized today by SSM employees as symbols of the sisters' sacrifice, compassion, and faith.